All right, let's bring in Yvonne Schalle for a look at our weather forecast. A lot of people will want to take a dip because of the heat.
Yeah, it still continues to be hot, not nearly as hot as we get in towards our long weekend, and we may even see a bit more cloud cover for tomorrow morning and a slight chance for some isolated showers. There is some cloud cover out of the airport right now. Temperatures are sitting at 26 degrees, but it's been another hot one as we took a look at some of the highs across the province. Soyuz up to 37, areas near Lytton, the Thompson, Okanagan, topping out at 36 degrees, and temperatures will be into the low 30s as we get in towards tomorrow. Areas out of the airport today. With the humidex, though, we were feeling into the low 30s. A reminder, the fire danger rating, we're sitting at high to extreme, so please be very diligent as you're enjoying the outdoors. We do still have a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect now, and also severe thunderstorm watch for areas across the Okanagan. That's where we're tracking the active weather and the northeastern corners of the province, and a special air quality statement, smoky skies for areas near the Fraser Canyon. So those with respiratory issues will want to try and limit the amount of time spent outdoors. Now, we are going to see another wave for tomorrow. We're not out of the clear just yet, and the areas of concern will extend across the central, southern half of the province, Columbia and Kootenay region. Chance for some showers and the risk of thunderstorms. We'll be watching lightning across those regions, so it's unsettled tomorrow, and it's still going to be on the warm side. Now, along the north coast, we're underneath a mix of sun and cloud, a few isolated showers. Most areas across the central interior will be underneath that risk of thunderstorms, and the southern half of the province, notice temperatures tomorrow still into the 30s, but it's the low 30s, so a couple of degrees cooler in comparison to what we're seeing today. Inland across the island, still up to 29 degrees. A few isolated showers are possible. I've left that extending in towards the Fraser Valley. Tomorrow, though, with the humidex, feels like 35. Leading in towards the long weekend, we are going to see some cloud cover on Monday so far, with highs up to 25. So,
all right, thanks very much, Yvonne. Well, the wildfire concern ramping up as we head into the long weekend. So let's check in with meteorologist Yvonne Schalle for more. Yvonne, what role will the forecast play?
So if it's going to continue to be hot and dry, not nearly as hot as the record-breaking heat that we've been tracking over the past few days, but it is going to be dry for many areas. The latest on the fire danger rating, just wanted to highlight, we're sitting at high. A few spots, especially across the island, extreme. There's some spotty areas, and extending in towards the southeastern corners, we're sitting at moderate to high. So please be very diligent as you're enjoying the outdoors and taking us in towards the long weekend. Big concern this evening, though, we've had severe thunderstorm watches and warnings. We've got a watch that remains in effect across the Okanagan, extending in towards the Boundary region. We've got a warning that's for the Peace areas towards the south and extending in towards Prince George. The following areas underneath the warning could see very gusty winds, intense rain, and also the potential for some nickel-sized hail. Now, the heat warning still remains in effect. It'll be for tonight because the lows will be near 14 degrees throughout many areas. Not much of a reprieve this evening along the southern half, with lows just down to 18 degrees. I anticipate the heat warning will drop for tomorrow, but it's still going to be very hot and dry towards the weekend. More coming up very shortly. Soph?
All right, thanks, Yvonne. All right, Yvonne Schalle, I mean...
It got cooked. I mean, he could have had it for dinner, but he didn't come back.
That's true.
Yeah.
But fortunately, the fire was put out.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully, as well, we won't see further activity in our wildfire picture in the next few days.
Yeah, so if it's still going to be very hot and dry, taking us in towards the long weekend, we've got to be very diligent. We've got the fire danger rating sitting at high to extreme for many areas across the province. We're sitting at 26 degrees. We do have some cloud cover out there reported across the airport, and we're seeing those temperatures today still soaring in towards the interior. Upper 30s for a few spots near Soyuz, Lytton, areas near the Thompson, Okanagan, topping out at 36 degrees. It won't be as nearly hot for tomorrow. We'll see those temperatures into the low 30s. We still have a severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect at this hour, extending in towards the Okanagan, the Boundary region. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning that's now moved up in towards the Peace region, so we could see nickel-sized hail, gusty winds, and intense downpours across those areas, and the severe thunderstorm watch for areas near Prince George. So that'll dissipate as we get in towards the evening hours and then pick up once again for tomorrow. Now, the excessive heat warning, I anticipate that this will be lifted, but we still have it in place this evening with the lows near 14 degrees across the central half, and for the southern interior, it's still going to be hot overnight tonight with temperatures just down to 18 degrees. We've also got a smoky skies bulletin that is in effect across the Fraser Canyon. Those with respiratory issues impacted by the smoke over the next 24 and up to 48 hours. Tomorrow, though, I do want to highlight this is going to be a concern for the firefight. We are going to see the risk of thunderstorms moving in once again, the Peace across the central and the southern interior. We are going to see temperatures still warm. It is dry for many areas across the coast tomorrow. We're up to 18 degrees. Temperatures into the low 30s for the southern interior across the island. A few spots along the Sunshine Coast. Instability will move in across those regions. And for the morning hours, a few isolated showers are possible, extending in towards the Fraser Valley. We do have cloud cover tomorrow morning. A clearing is on the way. Highs with the humidex tomorrow feeling like 30 degrees. So far, a long weekend forecast sunny across the board and temperatures into the low 20s. Tonight's Cloverdale Paint weather window. Beautiful shot. This is captured from Tony's patio last night.
All right, let's bring in Squire now for a look ahead to sports. Squire?
Okay.
Were you a skater?
No.
Were you a skater?
I think I had skater shoes at some point.
Well,
but I don't think that counts.
You still do.
I
You
still
have Vans,
do.
right?
You and I both, yeah.
No, you were not a skater?
No, yeah, no. There wasn't many guys in my neighborhood who had skateboards, and the ones who did fell a lot.
Yeah, that's
so
what I
I
would
sort
do.
of took note and thought,
Yeah,
how to save.
you learned.
Yeah, I learned. I
Learned
learned
from
to
that.
stay away from it.
Quick word on the weather before we go.
Tomorrow, cloud cover in the morning, a nice break. A clearing is on the way. So far, we've got sunny skies leading into the long weekend.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you for joining us tonight. Have a good night, all.